What's going on, y'all? It is the UN podcast.
UN, Unmanageable Negroes.
That's right. Which we got Wellington, Marvin, Alton Walker. We up in here, man. How y'all doing, man? Y'all doing all right?
Good.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Alton.
Hey, shout out to everybody that tuned into the first podcast, man.
Yes.
We didn't even have a name.
Got good feedback.
We got great feedback, man. It was amazing, man.
Shout out to the real ones.
The real ones, man. Keep following. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. It will be on iTunes and all that very, very soon. But as of now, make sure you subscribe to YouTube so you can get it when it drops. And all that good stuff, man.
Let them know where they can follow us at on YouTube.
Unmanageable Negroes. Unmanageable Negroes at Unmanageable Negroes on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. So make sure you follow, man. We're gonna keep it rolling, man. We had a good time.
Down here in the unfinished basement. Get it in.
Unfinished basement. It's actually a nice basement.
Yeah, this is.
This is actually pretty nice.
Good. This is good.
We gonna tell y'all where we at, but we ain't gonna tell you who basement we at. But it's pretty nice.
Tell them this is.
I ain't gonna tell them, man.
They got the address.
They may find folk can figure out an address on just from a video. He may have some on the wall. They may
Come up here, you want to.
Marvin got that hot. Marvin got the kind of tools where they ring off that Missy song.
You gotta talk to the mic, Wellington, man.
Marvin got them tools that ring off that Missy song. Hot boy, you's a rock boy.
What y'all been? How your day been, man?
Day was good, man.
Cool.
This is interesting.
But it's spring break for you, right? For your son?
Nah, his spring break was last week.
Oh,
I do not miss them days.
spring break. Watching, man.
Light bill be sky high.
But you got you got just one son, right? Mm-hmm. One son. Okay, I ain't got none. I ain't got to worry about that.
That you know of.
I mean, that I know of, right?
Y'all good.
I still got some in me. I am willing to give them out. So if you out there, you want some of this.
If you want some churns.
I got to get them out, Wellington, man. I'm 34 years old. I ain't got no kids, man.
But you got to make sure you make it with the right one. Yeah, man. Wrong with that.
Yeah, man. But I got a bunch of them.
But when you finally get a kid, you going to understand where parents come from. When we got to find babysitters.
Yeah,
Hey, dog, you want to go to Montego Bay? Yo.
I can't do that.
Friday, just tomorrow.
I got to wait till somebody come home.
Gotta call, you know how many people I got to call? Hey, bro, I got to call my brother up. Can you babysit? Hey, first of all, don't call me up with that.
That is your brother's speaking voice?
I also want some kids, man. So if y'all out there, I'm ready to give them to you. I'm gonna go ahead. I ain't gonna pull out.
What we talking about, man? What's the hot thing right now,
so
man?
So it's been a crazy week. We had a lot of stuff going on. So we got a lot of topics that we're gonna go into tonight. First of all, I don't know if y'all did check. I looked at your video about the Omari kissing
Omari Hardwick?
Yeah, kissing Beyonce.
So disrespectful.
First of all, I didn't really think it was a big deal till Marvin brought it up to me.
Uh-huh.
And he showed me where, because I wasn't looking at the video. All I saw is he went back for seconds like it was Golden Corral at the buffet. Omari Hardwick. And then I was like, but I didn't look at it till he was like, yo. I was like, Marvin, you going to New York on me right now. Yo. Check it out again.
Yo, it was too disrespectful even before he got to the kiss because he took the picture with Jay, and then you take a picture with a dude, you give him the appreciation dap.
Yeah.
He completely bypassed the appreciation dap, and Jay-Z had the look on his face in anticipation of the appreciation dap. That was disrespectful. He goes straight to his woman.
I looked at it. That second was real close to the lip.
He knew what he was doing.
You think he knew what he was doing?
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
I don't know.
First of all, he wanted to taste that. I was like, first of all, you don't even like black women like that. How you gonna try to taste the chocolate at the top of the chocolate? You went to the top of the totem pole.
You want some bay juice.
You need to start off low. You need to
they
go
came
back
after
to.
Them too.
You already had one of the 3LW members. You need to go ahead with the second one. Start your way up there. Work your way up to the top.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing: Beyonce and Jay-Z ain't never coming back to NAACP Image Award.
They don't go to Black Award show
anyway. That's why.
That's why. I told somebody else. That's why.
Somebody said, "Where's their security?"
But
they were too close, accessible. That's the word I'm looking at. You couldn't get nobody was protecting them. They were like, "Yo, can somebody come?"
But it's understood
and block
in
these folks
entertainment.
out.
Like he's when it comes to entertainment, Omari's up there. He up there.
I mean, but it was one lady.
It ain't like it was Lil Mama about.
But it was one girl that got a
why
picture
you had to throw Lil Mama in it?
Yeah, to do that.
Because I mean, that's a staple in Black history right there. Lil Mama showed you
that's the
what never to do
of accessibility right there.
That's when you too accessible, and that was at the MTV Awards. Nobody tackled it. Said, "Hey."
But that's Bob. But it was a girl. It was a girl that got a picture with Beyonce, and I know good and well she wasn't supposed to be up there. And that's why I said, you know what? They're never going back.
You know, Jay-Z and Beyonce, whether you like it or not, they kind of almost on some black royalty type stuff. They up there with
black royalty.
With
I
Oprah
can't even
and
say they
like
black
that,
royalty. The way they are. Man, it's beautiful.
They definitely.
It's beautiful.
Okay, now speaking of black royalty, you know, with this whole Nipsey Hussle thing, man, with this man getting gunned, can you be too big to still be in the hood?
Yes.
That was a smooth transition right there.
I was. You've been doing this for a long time. You put this on.
Let's just go ahead and get to it. Let me tell y'all, Marvin Hunter been ready. You know, we was doing the podcast. We was like, what we gonna talk about first? So we like, man, we'll do something light first. Bob was like, bump that lightness, man. Let's get to it, man. Nipsey Hussle, man. That has been the talk of the week.
But you can be too big, right? To still,
you can be, yeah.
Do you have to love? Man. Do you have to love the hood from a distance?
I don't know, cause T.I.
T.I. doesn't live in the hood though,
but he be out in Atlanta by himself.
He be out.
He be out in Atlanta by himself, bro. Like I know because I go to a spot that he eats at all the time.
Do he be taking a risk?
And he just be out there. Matter of fact, the video that you saw him talking to old boy is the restaurant he eats at all the time, and he's just out there in the public.
He came to Cats by himself.
He don't take security. He just walk by himself.
See, this is what.
So,
and this is why. It
but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, and this is why it begs to differ.
And LA is different too.
LA they take care of their own. See, you got. I don't even want to go into the speculation process of this.
Well, let's make sure everybody know though. Everybody,
just make sure they know. Yeah.
If you don't know, if you're an old school person and you just don't know who we talking about, Nipsey Hussle is. Hopefully you know about now. He's been all over.
One of the biggest artists from the West Coast. Who reps the West Coast hard.
But he was gunned down.
For everything. He's Slauson boy.
Yeah, he was gunned down this week in front of running his in his store.
His plaza. He owns that old plaza.
His own plaza. And very dope artist, entrepreneur.
Reminds me of Tupac.
Yeah, very much of an entrepreneur. He was about that business when it came to the music game, man. And one of the things that highlighted.
It took care of his people.
It took care of his people. One thing I was real impressed is when he sold 100 CDs. He sold 1,000 CDs for $100.
Yeah.
And man, it was awesome because at the same time he was still giving the mixtape away for free.
He's one of the good ones.
It was dope, and he
definitely one of the good ones.
Yeah, so that's what happened. He was gunned down in his community by one of us, black dude. They said he has mental health issues. He was a snitch.
No, he's claiming he had mental health issues
which we're gonna get to. I got something about that mental health thing, but go ahead.
Yeah, my only thing is once again for you to. I don't even want to put that out. I don't want to put this out there because for the simple fact that you did that, you left and then you came back, and it says to me you knew somebody didn't have a gun. Yeah. For you to come back.
Well, my partners, two of them out there in LA, said the issue was this is what I was told. I don't know if it's true or not, but the issue was there was one of the homies was getting out of prison.
Yeah.
And he was going up there to meet Nipsey. Nipsey had already told dude, you can't be around here because papers on the street about you because you're a snitch.
Right.
But earlier, a couple weeks ago, the paperwork was out. And dude had already been walking around town bragging, next person called me a snitch, I'm shooting. Mm-hmm. Had 2 45s on it. And so when Nipsey did that, he came back and he made true on what he said.
Yeah.
And my thing is, one of the main reasons why you don't touch people like that is because you know you are in danger of endangering your family for retaliation.
Yeah, and
he knew the consequences.
Family got killed. That's what
for him to take.
Who got killed in his family?
Huh? They haven't put. That's
what it said. That two of his family that
2 members from his. They're speculating.
Dude that
out there hasn't been verified,
shot.
hasn't been confirmed. Mm-hmm. But you know the consequences of touching a man like that, which is why you don't touch a man like that. It's damn. The gang is like the mafia. I mean, that's why he got that song out there, Questions.
Mm-hmm.
Where you from? Where your mama stay?
Yeah.
You know, we got to know if you from around here, because if you're not, then you questionable, and you shouldn't be here. You got no business being here.
And to the conspiracy, it's a because everybody got a conspiracy theory behind it. Here's my thing. I'm not gonna sit there and don't not consider it though, and here is why. After all the things we have seen when it comes to black leaders, we can't just say no. This is just what it is. He said he snitched and shot him. And here's another reason why. If you think about it, Nipsey Hussle is up here getting clothes. He ain't got no gun. He's by himself. This dude shows up. He shoots him. One, how do he even know he's there? One, anyway, but he shoots him, leaves, and then after 2 days later, he's found at a mental health center. What black man what hood gangster shoot somebody and go to the mental health hospital?
I know. Look, trust me. All them things I done looked into.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody that's gonna shoot a man and go to the mental health and get arrested at the mental health hospital.
This is how I feel about conspiracy theories.
Somebody
I don't necessarily denounce them.
I ain't gonna denounce them, man.
But I don't. The reason I haven't put my thought outs on it, because it's still processing for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not about to, speak. I don't want to speak in that sense because theories do uncover layers of certain things, and they do beg the question, regardless of what the theory is put out there for, regardless of what they're trying to get you to believe it's the reason it happened is. Those theories there's some underlying truth.
That's some underlying truth, but
there's some underlying truth.
I can't. You had to consider the messenger though. I'm tired of these.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these
cookout
philosophers and barbershop PhDs.
Right.
Get your goofy ass out my face, man. I don't want to hear from you, dog. Not Tony the forklift driver down there at Walmart, nigga. Shut your ass up. You done went to YouTube and you regurgitating some bullshit that you seen on YouTube. I don't want to hear that shit. Not for you.
What he do for a living?
All these damn learned people out here.
What he do for a living?
He drive a forklift down there at the goddamn Walmart. Shut up, nigga. You don't come to me. Because this is how I look at it. You say you got a man walking through a thunderstorm. He trying to get from point A to point B. He ain't got no umbrella. He getting soaking wet. And you got somebody stop him on his path and want to explain to him about climate control. Now everything he's saying is true. He want to explain to you about the updraft and how the human being is fucking up the ozone layer. That man don't want to hear that. He getting wet right now. You ain't bring him no umbrella.
Yeah. And
you ain't telling him how to fix it. And you don't know how to fix it. You just want him to sit there and listen to you drop these jewels. What do those jewels help him from getting wet or to get to his destination? Now, what you need to do, you fucking idiot, pull up in a car. Put him in the car. Take him to his destination. Provide him an umbrella. The burden is upon you to make him feel safe enough to receive the information that you trying to talk to him about. Right. Other than that, shut your ass up.
Right.
Because you ain't got no solution at all. And that's how it is when you get this conspiracy theorist. Everything is a puppet master. It's a puppet master. Well, but bruh, the puppet master ain't the one knocking me in the head at the goddamn ATM. The puppet is.
Yeah.
The puppet master ain't the one that's keeping my grandmama from walking to the store that's 600 yards away.
What up?
It's the fucking puppet that's doing that.
Yeah.
The puppet master ain't the one that's stopping the kids from playing in the playground that the city just built for the small kids, but all the teenagers then took it over with gunplay and fucking drugs and shit like that. What the fuck? You're not helping me.
Yeah.
Right. So now I definitely get that. It sounds like you done been harassed by a couple of them tips.
I've seen a lot of them. I've seen a lot of, but like I said, you can't denounce them because
I'm not denouncing what they saying. I'm asking you,
The
why
messenger.
are you telling me
The
this?
messenger.
What do you want me to do? You ain't got no
Yeah.
solution.
Yeah,
You ain't
no
got no solution, so get out my face.
Yeah.
But one thing, like I say, the strongest weapon that's against the black people right now, one of the strongest weapons is poverty.
Yeah.
We've been cut off from resources.
Yeah.
This is it's systematic.
Yeah.
So to stay in the hood, once you make it, it's dangerous.
It is.
It is very risky. It is very dangerous because ain't no love.
But
these boys are hungry.
And at the end of the day, it's something that he does all the time. He's
I get
always
that.
in that shop.
And I get that.
You know
and that's why I said it begs to differ that for this man to know the risk and the consequences that come behind
That's the thing. He didn't think it was a risk. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about not Nipsey.
Oh, you talking about the dude that come in and shot?
The shot.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I said I'm gonna just leave it at that and let the process be the process. People.
I mean, like I said, I don't denounce the theory, but I just when I was with the okay, this is just a personal thing until they found him at the mental health hospital, and I feel
like it was direct.
Because no gangster goes to no. I never seen a gangster or a hood nigga shoot somebody and then turn themselves in at the mental hospital.
I understand.
Because he knows somebody had to tell him, go there because we could get you off with some kind of mentally insane charges rather than death penalty.
One of the reasons
or life.
Why I chose not to denounce any of the conspiracy theories. But like I said, once again, this is a time for everybody just to agree and let this process.
Yeah.
But one of the main reasons is that informants are the government. You get it out?
Yeah.
Informants are government property.
Right.
That is one of the number one reasons why people.
And he's been a snitch. That's what
nobody wants them around.
Yeah.
Because they're easily manipulated.
They for that money.
For law enforcement purposes.
Yeah.
In each city.
Yeah.
And every agent tends to have about 7 to 8, 6 informants working for them.
Yeah.
Every industry or every black organization has always been brought down by informants. So now I'm not saying that this was the case, but I am saying
I'm not denouncing the information. The messengers is what I have a problem with.
And I can't I can't really be mad at them because
I can.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but the fact that we have seen this so many times, something happened, black folks, we looking for what was the real reason behind it. Because we done lost a Malcolm X, we done lost a Martin Luther King.
But if somebody beat my ass, I don't give a fuck why. I want the ass whooping to stop. And if you standing around watching me get my ass beat, trying to explain me why this motherfucker beating my ass, know what I want to do? Beat your fucking ass.
But what
and
is
that's
the
what
answer?
and that's what a lot of them tend to be doing. You ain't providing no fucking answers.
I don't think we ever. But what would be the answer? Even if we.
There's plenty of answers to the black plight because we went down this rabbit hole. We are victims of systematic racism. We are so far down this fucking rabbit hole you can't fucking see. The answers, their information is valid. But you telling me this for what reason, my nigga? What can we do? What we gonna do, dog? But you can't tell me that.
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, and I don't know what the answer to stop.
Here's my thing.
That part.
Once again, once you get to a certain celebrity, you have to be mindful of where you're at.
Yeah.
And then, 2, you have to be mindful of who's around.
Yeah.
Once certain people come around, knowing how you feel about them, they need to be gone. They need to get gone. And then security needs to amp up.
So this is my thing about.
Never underestimate a coward.
This is my thing about this issue too, though. And people might not like me for this, but
you unmanageable Negroes.
Last week, you heard nothing about Nipsey and what he's been doing for his hood.
Now
that bothers me. Why we always wait till a person dies?
Well, yeah, that's true.
To push what he's been doing positive. He's been doing this he's been doing it.
I've been listening to him though.
But not even just. But we ain't been saying nothing. We ain't been posting about him. We ain't been saying nothing about him. His school.
I will say this, Alton.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen a lot of posts prior to this event.
Yes,
not to this magnitude.
Not to this magnitude.
Not to this magnitude.
But people have been posting
prior.
And I'm talking to a magnitude to R. Kelly. We went in on R. Kelly. We went in on Jussie.
I get all that.
Why we can't get that same energy to something that's positive?
Because we like train wrecks.
Matter of fact, when he slapped the dude at the award show, that went viral.
But also his works. His good works have been viral too.
It's been
That's
out
the
there.
reason
It's
a
been
lot
out
of
there.
people. I see what you're saying. It won't be to this magnitude.
Not to this magnitude, but it's been
so
viral.
my question is why not?
We like train wrecks.
It's not yet.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm like. My whole point is
the bad supersede the priority. When it comes to priorities, the bad supersedes the good priorities.
So when are we as black people gonna start controlling our narrative?
It's for media purposes. It's not just us.
Great question.
No, when we gonna control our narrative?
Great
this
question.
dude been doing this for years. And then y'all got the nerve. I'm sorry. When I see people that posted, I go down. I went down your whole timeline. I ain't never seen you post one picture of Nipsey. It's people that's posting about him. Oh, I've been a fan. I haven't seen one picture on your timeline about him. The reason why I didn't post and start saying everything about Nipsey, I didn't listen to his music like that.
When he was on the cover of Double XL as one of the freshman class, I can't remember what the year that was. That's when I was made aware of him. And I don't do it no more. I didn't got a little bit too old, but I'm still a hip hop head, and I used to check him out. Whoever was on the cover, I go listen to him, and I thought he was hot. Now I admit I would hear him and stuff until this last album, Victory Lap, when I got, I was like, oh my god.
And let me tell you, I was introduced to him from the Breakfast Club, and that's when I became interested in the dude. Did I go out and buy his music and became a hot? No, I was just interested because he was an entrepreneur and the stuff he was talking about. I'm like, oh, that's dope. And then I started seeing him with Lauren London, and I started seeing
that's when a lot of people knew him when he married when he got with Lauren London.
So my thing is, when we gonna start controlling the narrative? I'm seeing people all in Houston, all in New York. We did all these vigils. Even the people in LA that came in front of his store. It was hundreds of people out in front of his store. What were y'all at last week? Why wasn't 100 people in front of his store last week?
You don't know how many people support him. There's people that go out there and support and take pictures with the store. So let's just say this. For the people who have been supporting him, for the people who have been rocking with him,
cool.
The people who have been posting the positive things.
You've probably been fighting for us to do it.
I knew Nipsey back when Truth Hurts came out. That's the girl I was talking about. The one that Dr. Dre was promoting. That's when I knew Nipsey. I knew Nipsey from when he first started. And then I got reintroduced to a lot of his work through the $1,000 him selling 1,000 albums for $100.
Right.
I've always kept in contact with Nipsey. I've always followed his career because he was the first one to really say, do your stuff independent.
Right.
And Jay-Z came, and then I start seeing posts about him in YouTube videos about how Jay-Z approached him and bought like 100 of his.
He bought 100 of them.
Yeah.
Bought 100 of his albums. So I've always followed Nipsey.
And so to a person that's on social media, I'm a social media person. I'm on here all the time. The stories that I'm hearing about Nipsey now after he died, why didn't I know about that before then? Why wasn't that in my face?
Because I was up.
Why wasn't that in my face?
I was in Memphis when it happened, and we was getting ready to perform, and I had put up what I put up about him, and the first post was out of sheer freaking anger, which I don't apologize for, but I did take it down. I understand what people say when I compared. I was like, why is Zimmerman still walking around and Nipsey's gone? But I got a lot of old people, older people contacted me. Who is this dude? Who is this dude? You know, we don't know who he is. And I tried to explain to him, and I was like, if you like 90s hip hop, you would like him. So then I was tripping, right? And so it was 4 young guys that were nephews of the owner at Chuckles in Memphis, and they would look like they were about 18, 19, 20. I stopped them. I was like, do y'all guys know who Nipsey Hussle is? Mm-hmm. They didn't. Right. One dude said, did he just get shot or something?
Right.
And that was all he knew. He said, I think he married to the girl Nunu from the movie ATL.
Yeah.
That's all they knew. And these were young people. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
let me tell you something. I talked to my barber today, and he was like, he said, I asked my brother, he's like, my daughter started telling me about Nipsey and this and this and that. My brother and all that, blah, 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 blah. And he asked the same question. He was like, man, if y'all was so much of a fan, why you ain't tell me about this dude earlier?
Now I get all that.
So
the solution is, let's just post more. If somebody is doing great work, let's acknowledge the artist for whether it's the music or their.
Don't wait till they die. Because this is my thing. And
so that's how we gonna control the narrative.
This is my thing.
And we got a few more minutes.
I leave this alone. This is why I'm saying we got to start controlling our narrative. Because this is how I think I told you this.
Now let's acknowledge the people who are controlling the narrative.
I mean,
because there are people that
support. Shout out.
It just needs to be a change in society, in a black community society.
The energy
that we start promoting those who are doing positive things.
We gave so much energy to R. Kelly. How much energy did we give to R. Kelly? And this is where I'm going with it, and I'll be done. 2 years ago, black males were the face of the Black Lives Matter. People was on the highway. They was fighting for us. Everybody was fighting for the black men. Finally, fighting for our lives. 2 years later, we're the face of the Me Too movement. Bill Cosby.
How soon they forget?
R. Kelly. So now when my little nephew look at TV and see a black person or a black dude that he can be inspired to be like, he gonna see R. Kelly. He's gonna see Bill Cosby. He gonna see Jussie Smollett. That's who's representing us. Mind you, at the other end of the spectrum, you got a Nipsey Hussle that just did a STEM class. My nephew ain't getting to see that because we talking about R. Kelly.
Yeah. So
and I'm not saying, let me get it right. R. Kelly, they deserve what they deserve. They were wrong.
Right.
But let's say, hey, y'all was wrong, but let's get our minds back on these positive dudes over here.
Well, and I think that when people love to throw rocks at shit, right? So, but when you come to the aid of these train wrecks, you bring in that. You know, like, why the fuck are people defending R. Kelly? Why the fuck are they doing that? Like, let this shit, let his mama and them do that shit. His family do that shit. You focus on Nipsey Hussle.
That's
you
what I'm
focus
saying.
on somebody doing something positive. Why the fuck you go so hard on social media for train wrecks?
For train wrecks.
I don't understand that.
So that's all I'm saying.
So
I'll be done with it. But I was bothered by the fact that we always celebrating our heroes when they die.
Okay, so once again,
stop that.
everybody has to lead by example. So if I could go down your feed, I need to be seeing some positive stuff in between.
Them junk they don't get likes.
Wait.
They don't get likes.
That's okay though. But that's okay though. Are you posting it for likes or you posting it for awareness?
Hey.
Obviously, they don't get likes.
Are you posting it for likes or you posting it for awareness? So don't worry about whether they get likes.
I post the shit that I like, but what happens is go hard for somebody too much on social media. Here's another problem with our community. They don't like for you to like somebody too much. Somebody gonna come in there, yeah, but look, man,
and that's
if
okay.
No, it ain't, because I block some. I don't do like you. I'll block the motherfuckers. You don't get no fucking shine on my goddamn page. This is my party. God damn it.
And I don't want to throw nobody under. But even with the Nick Cannon picking up his documentary, why did we wait till he died for you to jump in and pick it up?
Let's say this. Let's say this because let me say this.
Why?
We can't keep questioning somebody's their intentions behind their good effort.
Well, I'm happy he did it.
I'm happy he did it.
Let's celebrate those who are actually putting effort to do it. Let's celebrate those who put in effort to do it. Now, no matter what you do in life, there's always going to be somebody there to nitpick at it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it. We will never be on one accord. No race will ever be on one accord.
Why we can't tell them to shut the fuck up?
You can tell them to shut. You can tell them,
but
to shut
nobody
up.
does. No, they don't, because what they do is everybody has an equal opinion. Fuck them. Get your stupid ass out of here. See, man, I miss.
You slapped that on my. You slapped that on my table.
If y'all don't know, the gong is for when we say something crazy or something just.
Hey man, I miss old people shit. Old people used to tell people, "Shut your stupid ass up and go sit down." I don't nobody want to hear that.
Yeah.
And now we got to give everybody. See, I miss when stupid people had to be quiet. I missed that, dog.
So
that was a beautiful time to be alive.
Since we're on the subject of stupid, will Trump win again?
Wait, man.
Will he win?
No, man, we got to conclude it right.
Where we at on time? Where we at on time, man?
No, because this was the topic that
we didn't even pay attention where we started.
Yeah, no, I mean, but let's.
We're trying to go an hour, people.
If we're gonna end it, let's.
We ain't gotta try.
Give or take.
We'll mess around.
If we're gonna end the Nipsey Hussle, let's end it. Let's really end it right, because, like I said, I'm sadly that it took a death to bring attention to everything he's been doing. And I don't know if that's my problem. Maybe I should have.
It is definitely partially your problem.
Maybe I should have took the time to
You don't have anything positive on Nipsey on your page.
I didn't know of him. I don't know him.
So now that you know of him, did you post anything?
I don't. But
you can't.
I'm not about to
mandate.
No, I'm not mandating it.
What I'm saying is
I'm not mandating it.
I'm not gonna. This is what I'm saying. I'm not.
Let us not be too hard on everybody else when you even.
I'm just. All I'm saying is
you may not be doing that thing, Pastor.
All I'm saying is I'm not about to sit up here and act like I was this diehard fan of Nipsey Hussle and I'm still trying to learn who the dude was.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
So I can't sit up here and just post. I'm still trying to learn him, but I'm sad. It's sad. It's sad that I had to learn. I had to start learning about him after he dies. So I would have rather supported him while he was here.
Right. But you can't expect everybody to feed you all the good stuff that's going on.
Y'all
you gotta
feeding me R. Kelly?
No, that's the media.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the media. They don't feed you bad news. You could go to any site, they're gonna feed you back.
Wait.
So you trying to tell me
Shade
rules?
Wait.
So you trying to now you trying to make it.
No.
You trying to make it everybody else's responsibility to feed you good news. That ain't never ever happened.
You can't say this. The media doing that. Media ain't pushing social media. We pushing social media. So motherfucker want to push all that bullshit. The people pushing that.
Media, the main media pick up what we pick up, what we talk about. It used to be a time when they just talk about and we talk about what they talk about. They're starting to look at social media, seeing what's trending, so they can have something to say. I work with a radio station.
Yeah.
They watch what's trending to see what to talk about. So what I'm saying is, as black people, we got to control our narrative.
Be the solution you want to see.
Oh, you can look at my page, but ain't nobody talking. They definitely ain't gonna talk about the stuff we do in the community.
You know what's crazy? Know what's crazy on my page, man? I post all types of stuff. If I post something that's pro-black or socially conscious, and I do like maybe 2 or 3 in a row, I guarantee you my numbers are dip. It'll be about
So here's what I say, because I just got somebody told me I'm looking at Lady Di 29 says I started noticing Nipsey when he first slapped the guy last year. Then he started promoting his money moves or real estate around the same time.
I was introduced to Nipsey with something negative. He slapped the dude and that junk went viral.
Now, hold on. That wasn't even necessarily negative. Because the guy who he slapped was aggressively, the guy who he slapped the stuff out of his security guard's hand.
That's fine. But what I'm saying is, it was when I'm saying what came out of it.
Matter of fact, that was actually positive.
That's fine.
That was positive. But he was defending his team.
That's cool. But
that ain't how it looked, though.
Positive.
That ain't how it looked.
You
saw it another way. I actually saw.
I see what they put out. I watched the video. I didn't know what was behind it. I never stopped.
Did you see?
I never stopped to understand the narrative. I didn't really care, but it was put out there and it looked negative.
So, but did you see the guy who slapped old boy's stuff out of his hand?
Yes, but I didn't know what was happening. I never read about it.
He was
moving
the cone. He was moving. I believe it was a cone or a clipboard. He was moving whatever he had. He was moving it. Then the guy was smacked it, and Nipsey said, "Hey, not my team."
Okay,
I didn't know that.
Not my,
and that's fine. But what I'm saying is,
not my team.
I ain't gonna sit up here and say, "Oh no, positive." That's not something I want my nephew and them to see and be like, "Yeah, did you see that? Slap the nigga."
He defended his team. He defended his team,
dude.
But that ain't how. I didn't know how. I didn't know what was happening.
He didn't even touch the man. That grazed him.
But you stupid.
If he wanted to touch him, he could have touched him.
That's fine. All I'm saying
police was out there, so it was a control situation.
I'd rather have known that he had a STEM school.
You took it negative. You keep wanting to look at him in a negative light. You know what?
I mean, I didn't. What?
I ain't never said I looked at him in a negative.
How are we supposed to take it? I'm not gonna buy into that shit. It looked like some bullshit. I know. I'm aware of him before that happened. I know he a Crip. I see him about to fight somebody at a war show.
So let's check this.
How the fuck I'm supposed to take it?
No. That's good. I'm glad you said that. Oh no, don't be jacking no bomb. Because I'm glad you said that.
You've been on this too.
No, because it need to be talked about. Let's say my mom. Let's just say these older folks. That's all they saw. He's a Crip, a gangbanger, and then they look at a video that goes viral. Hey, wait a minute, he's slapping somebody. You're not going to see the fact that he's been doing stuff for his community.
We're trying to keep this positive. Let's keep.
I don't think
you should be about to dive.
We unmanageable Negroes.
I don't think you diving off into a space.
No,
let's respect this man's legacy and move on to something else.
I don't think you hear what I'm saying. The man that's what I'm talking about. The man legacy is wonderful. Why did we have to find out about it when he died?
We answered that like 50
times. Is he on a Tupac level?
Huh? Why we won't even? There's no need for comparison. I don't even know why.
I asked the question.
I mean,
is he on a Tupac level?
He's on his own level.
I mean,
Nipsey is on his own level. Nipsey is great in his own right. Tupac is great in his own right.
And to be honest, I going to community, I haven't heard as much stuff that. The stuff that Nipsey is doing, I haven't heard stories about Tupac doing.
Boom. Let me be the villain.
Let me know.
Now let me be the villain right
If
quick.
it is out there,
let me be the villain. Somebody, I was sitting there talking to somebody, and we was going over some stuff, and he said somebody was comparing him to Tupac, and dude was like, nah. The night Tupac died, he was involved with some fuckboy shit, and he really was. He was involved with some fuckboy shit, jumping on people in the casino. When that man died, that man was out in front of his business doing something positive. It's completely different. I know I'm gonna get all kind of hate, but that's what it was. Tupac was more positive, you know, previously, but that night he died, he was in the middle of some fuckboy shit.
Guess what?
But as far
it's
as
an age difference.
And
Nipsey 33. Nipsey 33 is different from Nipsey 25. Tupac was 25. Tupac was under the guise of Suge
That's
Knight.
a good point.
He was easily under the influence of some BS.
So
I'm not gonna sit here and constantly put that kind of weight on Tupac's shoulder. Tupac was still dope.
I gotta go with
now,
that, Marvin.
You can sit here and say
Marvin,
a 25-year-old should know better, but you looking at the culture of what it was at that time.
Tupac. Would Tupac have been the things that Nipsey was doing by the time he got 33? I believe so.
Probably, but at the time he didn't. But I don't. I don't buy that whole shit. Ain't nobody holding no damn. Ain't nobody hypnotizing nobody. You grown and you know what the fuck you doing.
What I'm saying is, though.
Guess what?
What I'm saying is,
and that's okay.
Nipsey at 24.
You can believe what you want, sir.
Nipsey at 24.
Believe what you want,
at
sir.
25, I knew what the fuck I was doing.
But so the question is this, though, Marvin. Were you
in the entertainment industry?
No. What I'm saying is,
I've done a lot of fucked up ass shit that I almost got kicked out of the fucking Navy for.
So
I did that.
So what I'm saying is, do you believe Nipsey? He's a total different Nipsey at 23, 24.
Yeah.
So I gotta agree with that.
But I don't.
You can't compare a 24. What I'm saying, you can't compare a 24 Tupac to a 33 Nipsey.
No, I get that, but I don't want to hear the whole like Suge was manipulating him. Suge was manipulating. This the same man that wrote Brenda Got a Baby. He know fucking right from wrong.
I stand corrected.
He doing what he want to do.
I will accept that correction because my thing was, you know, I do believe Nipsey did more in the community than Tupac. If Tupac did things in the community, but
if he would have lived to be there, he would have.
You can't do that at 24, 23 years old.
But the argument online was like that at the time they deaf. What was they doing?
This is what
I can't the hell with somebody else's opinion.
Hey, guess what?
That's a good point.
Guess what?
We'll move on.
Here's an issue that I see a lot. I don't even see why people keep comparing others' works to others' works or this, that, or this, that. Let them be great in their own right and live their life. Change the societal comparisons. Nigga, you ain't never seen, look, and I hate to go to even white folks, but you don't see them going back and forth with who was better or who did more or who did. Nah, it ain't. Let them be great in their own
You don't
rights.
see a lot of shit with white folks. We gonna leave that alone.
Huh?
That's a whole nother conversation.
And in that respect of artistry, in that respect of those who are just doing great, let them be great in their own right. I wish everybody.
I just wish we would have celebrated this dude. It's sad that we got to celebrate him now, and it is. I like I said.
Wake up.
Let me make sure y'all understand what I'm saying. I appreciate what all the things Nipsey was doing. He's the type of dude that I rock with because I'm a community man. I'm for the community.
Do you know?
I just wish I would have known about that when I matter of fact, I wish I would have known about that last month when I was in LA.
Okay.
I would have went by his shop and bought some product and bought
Do you know people I have been told that a black person cannot achieve a certain amount of success and not be under the manipulation of the white man. A black person told
who was the messenger?
Exactly. A fucking idiot.
Okay, and that's
but there's still a lot of them out there. So when you say celebrate them, put something up positive about Jay-Z. He with the Illuminati. Put something up positive about anybody else.
But you always gonna have it.
Why do they have the
control our narrative?
Yo,
black folks need to control our narrative.
Instagram is the peanut gallery. Ain't even the peanut gallery. The peanut gallery is more like the shingles gallery. We talking about Instagram is filled with a lot of people who are not vetted in the comment section. It's not like you can vet the comments. So a lot of people are matter of fact, it's a lot of cowards that don't even have profile pics. So we can't even, when they get to talking,
it's hard though.
I get that.
Though,
but when they get to talking, they not even worth.
It's hard though because
they come up with very ignorant points.
Stupid people used to say,
why address them?
Stupid. Wait a minute. Stupid people used to.
You block them.
Why
stupid people? He don't block them. Stupid. I blocked the motherfucker. Stupid people used to say some shit around the kitchen table, and somebody say, "Shut your stupid ass up." Who brought this motherfucker? They would say that shit, so your stupidity would be kept at bay. Hold on. So your stupidity will be kept at bay. The internet has provided a platform for stupid people to breed.
Mm-hmm.
You bring your stupid ass on there saying stupid shit, you give off a smell like pheromones, and them motherfuckers find you.
Okay.
And it's strength in numbers. And so before you know it, you got a goddamn 100,000 motherfuckers following this idiot, and he fucking spewing all this bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, look at how Boonk, what's that? Boonk who used to jump up.
All these jokers, these negativity get famous. You shake your ass, you show your titties,
train wrecks,
or you knock somebody out. Those go far, and I want us to start celebrating our positive black people.
We can do that. We'll lead by example. So salute to Nipsey.
And your
rest in peace.
Easily one of the greatest.
Love you, man.
Rest in peace, MC.
I apologize for finding out about
activist.
You after you died. I wish you could hear this and the respect.
Love his work. I love what he did with the community.
And I apologize. I found out about you when you died.
So at the end of the day, people.
So if you're
gonna be in the
tell
hood,
me about him. So I can celebrate him.
When you get successful, keep the hood at a distance.
I mean, I can't say that, man.
Cut off the wolves.
I can't say that, man. I'm not gonna tell you that because we need you.
So you gonna move in there?
I live in the hood.
I live in.
When you make 100 million, you gonna stay.
I mean, I'm not gonna stay there, but I ain't gonna not go there.
No. I understand
that. You know what I'm saying? But
you ain't gonna be hanging out at the store. You ain't gonna be hanging out. Or you gonna hang out at the corner store?
I probably will.
Outside the laundromat?
Hey, man,
you gonna be shooting dice?
We ain't cross that bridge. Move on next.
Trump. I'm just saying.
Trump.
Nipsey.
Trump. I'm
just saying.
Will Trump win?
We talking about
Trump now. Next question.
He could win.
Man, let me tell you. Yeah, what bothers me about this here, and this is what y'all with Me Too movement, they about to clown y'all movement now. Because they about to use y'all movement to benefit them. And Trump is already doing it. He just posted an IG of Joe Biden. Because Joe Biden going with this situation where people felt like he was too close to him. And one lady said, well, I just felt like it mattered for the election. So they're using this. They're going to use y'all movement. So who's ever over this Me Too movement, you need to, again, because it's a black girl that made the Me Too movement, right?
Yep.
Take your narrative back. Because they about to use it to benefit them.
I think when there's a problem and the pendulum swings too far one way, when it swings back, it goes too far. This shit, I mean, I understand, but they taking this shit. Some people are just full of themselves. Get over yourselves, man. I mean, because if you ever play hide and go get it in school, you better be scared right now.
But it ain't them. It ain't them. It's a system that's saying, listen, we need that story. We're going to throw you something, throw you a couple of $100,000, and then go say this about Joe Biden. Then we get 2 or 3 of them. Then we get 4 of them. They doing it, you know, that's what they do.
The fact that we are living in a thing where you got to fucking worry about every word that come out your mouth or whether it's gonna offend somebody, man. We just can't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, you ain't that important. Newsflash, man. We all humans out here, man. Ain't none of us really important in the grand scheme of things, man. But shit.
So here's what it is, right? At the end of the day, the Me Too movement has been effective to a degree, right? When it comes to getting to maybe certain financial, but political. It ain't nothing that they can't recover from. Now, has the Me Too movement been effective legally? Because it's been effective for black men. It's been effective. Oh, it's been effective for us. Oh, it works.
But not for your president that touched my pussy.
He grabbed pussy.
It hasn't worked on one white man.
Not one white man.
And that's why Trump will win.
Trump gonna win.
He is.
We don't have anybody.
They not even putting.
I'm thinking about running. Fuck it.
You not. You can run.
Everybody else run.
You can run. You can run.
What's going?
My platform gonna be fuck y'all goof ass.
At this point.
What's your platform?
Fuck y'all goof ass.
At this point, running now is for a money grab. If you're trying to get your ends up, you're trying to get your money up.
Yeah, man.
And Democrats need to stop apologizing, man. I'm sick of that shit. Everybody apologizing for some shit, man. Republicans ain't apologizing. They asshole. Y'all need to be asshole. Fuck them people, man.
Trump never apologized for
nothing,
anything.
man.
And that's why we lose it. Because I wouldn't have said Joe Biden. You shouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, I'm from Arkansas, man. I knew Trump was gonna win when he won the first time. He's a billionaire white man. They not even locking up guilty white people for shit that they do. And how many rapists walked free You can't. He ain't getting touched.
And this what's so crazy?
He ain't being touched.
He don't give a damn about poor whites, but those are his biggest supporters. He don't give a fuck about you.
And they don't care. They don't give a damn.
What was that? Lyndon Johnson, one of them presidents said. He said that the trick is to make poor whites think that they poor, but they still better than niggas.
So
he ain't even got to trick them.
So
I
put a video out. I put a video like a couple months ago about Christianity and how can you be a Christian and support Trump? You know, how can you be a pastor and support this dude that is, you know, is morally just wrong? I mean, he talking about Mexicans. He's doing all. So I asked him about that. And this dude this white dude came under my comments. He said, look, we can look over, you know, some of this stuff that he's saying because look at the stuff he's doing. It benefits, basically it benefits us.
I never debate race with white people. I never, because the system is working towards their advantage.
He can say whatever he want to say, but if he's doing this,
but Barack Obama was an antichrist, and this and Trump is everything we tell our children not to be. He's narcissistic. Know how they do.
It's predictable. This is so predictable.
But it all boils down to what I'm telling you. It's going to
Trump could come down and slap their wife.
What did he do?
And they'll still praise him. Hell, he slapped her because she was out of turn.
So it's like, let's look at the things Trump is doing. That's what the policies. What is he doing? So they can care. They can care less about what they say. People, that's what it is. They care less about what he say.
Supreme Court, man. You know? And it's like, and then we are moving more towards, you know, and I don't know how y'all feel about this, and I'm at the point now, it don't matter. I've been stopped trying to influence people, but ain't nobody voting. Motherfuckers don't believe in voting, and then what we gonna do? Ain't no other motherfucking shit. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
At the end of the day, even if people vote, because they definitely not voting for Kamala Harris.
I don't know. I don't really know who's going.
They not vote for Kamala
Harris. It's too many people.
Because Kamala Harris was a prosecutor in L.A. who prosecuted.
They gonna bring that up.
Whose team prosecuted.
They gonna bring that up.
So many Negroes that she could run for KKK member head of the month.
Bernie Sanders is 1,000, so he may die tomorrow. So
he done. Although I fuck with his policy, I fuck with him, but he too old, man.
He's too old, man.
He too old, man.
Your president shouldn't have a pacemaker everywhere he go.
I don't want no 70-year-old president, man.
No, I ain't trying.
Get your old ass out of here, man.
Ain't nobody trying to use the defibrillator every time you take a nap.
He almost
just to wake you up.
And then it's like now folks are just throwing out the most outlandish, stupid ass shit. Like old girls talking about something, take away the electoral college. This is not gonna fucking happen. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. You're not gonna go to the popular vote. It's never gonna happen.
I mean, it's in the same.
But it sounds good.
And it's the same conversation every year. You know, vote. Like you know, when we tell you to vote locally, you know, that's where
people come out locally. You know, people came out for Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, they came out.
They came out for Stacey.
They came out for Stacey. She should have won.
Black people do not vote locally.
We talk
they don't
about
vote locally, and they don't know. They don't even know.
If it's a person of interest, it was
a
more
motherfucker don't even know who the alderman is. He don't even know the sheriff is.
The senator,
they do not care.
They don't know that stuff. The commissioners.
And you vote locally, your vote is tangible. You can see the results. Mama don't do that shit, but he'll vote for the president and then complain because there's potholes in the middle of the house.
We talking about the ones who voted this year. They done stepped it up. That in the past, yes, of course. But culturally,
it's now.
It's still that way.
It's a lot more people that's voting now.
I mean,
so you telling
now.
me?
You're right. You're right.
Okay. It's still a problem now, though.
We can acknowledge the people that's voting now. We're not talking about.
Do you know how many other people voted? Do you know how many other candidates besides Stacey Abrams that ran locally throughout the country?
And a lot of people was voting for them.
No, they was not.
They were not. Let's say a lot of people were not knowledgeable who they were until they saw Stacey Abrams, and then they went and gained knowledge.
I'm talking about nationwide, state by state, city by city, county by county. Mama don't even know who the dog catcher is.
Arkansas got a black man. Or is the senator? Hold on, man. I wish I had my iPad. Arkansas got. I think it's a black senator.
Hey man,
Arkansas.
I don't know, man.
This is the first one. Black man.
Hey, we just like saying
them white folks.
That's how I put it like this, man.
Them white folks saying that black senator. Man, come on.
You know,
people done stepped up.
I mean, that's good.
Things is changing.
What I'm saying is, get your money.
I get that you don't believe it is.
This is what we got to do. Get our money. And we have to build. I mean, we have to build our own community, like a Nipsey Hussle.
We need to go back to some Black Wall Street.
We need to go back to that and control our city.
But have y'all not realized that every time we do decide to build something, it is destroyed one way or the other?
You're right.
You're right.
Right.
Do you see how they keep using poverty against us? So the ones who do come up and start to do good, they're cut down.
Fast. Yeah.
So once again,
it's like they do just enough to make us feel good,
right?
And then we never really get a seat at the table. There's a bigger thing happening. It's wild, man, and it's happening across the board. Education, right. Entertainment, it's happening across the board.
So going back to my controlling narrative, and we can end this. But going back to the controlling the narrative, because I remember I was asking people about, okay, what happened to? I think I put a post out there. What happened to the Black Lives Matter? What happened to these justice and these laws and stuff that's going on? And somebody said, actually, no, we still out here. I mean, we still doing it.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know about it. We not, and like I said, they're not getting the attention.
We have to.
But they say we still fight. People still out there fighting. Still Congress.
People are still out there making moves.
They still fight.
All right. So, all right. This is what I want to talk about. I'm glad y'all brought this up. You talked about the Black Lives Matter, right?
Yeah.
Do you not realize that every time we start a movement, there are people who are executing it by action? St. Louis is easily one of the best examples I have. We got people who move that Black Lives Matter. They are working with the community. They're bringing in people who need help, homeless children that have been
and they're still doing it.
And they're still doing it. But 6 of those men died. 6 of those people from that Black Lives Matter have been killed.
You all right?
Nigga, I'm hurt. I'm hurt behind that.
So where's
we agree with you. We agree with you.
No, but I feel your
anger. My bad.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But
man,
so my thing is, why don't I know about that?
One of them.
Oh yeah, I knew about that.
One of them.
You see what I'm saying? For people that don't know about this, they don't even know what's going on.
They it's been passed. It's a lot of it on there. You don't take number. 2 of the guys burnt in the car, shot in the head.
We just had
one of the guys.
We just had a little girl. I forgot she was.
One of the guys
died.
24.
Missing.
These guys didn't even reach 30. One of them reached 30. 24. He was hung on a tree by sheets. His pants were down his ankles. Man, come on. So the Black Lives Matter movement is moving, but somebody is not being held accountable for the people that they're killing.
And so that's why I go back to. I think we might as well. The theme should be control our narrative.
Wait, we controlling our narrative, but people keep getting cut out, so we need to protect our people.
Hard.
Control our narrative.
It's hard because
we need to acknowledge the people
we so easily
moving.
Pacified. They'll let us get so much. That's why the whole civil rights movement died in the 60s and 70s because we got a little bit of forward progress and we got pacified and we thought that we was cool and then all they did is backdoor us with laws and redistricting and welfare and all that type of shit and they fucked us up. And then the 80s with brought in the crack and they just fucked us up.
And I get that. So when I sit here and I tell you, like I said, once again, my biggest thing is acknowledging the people who are moving the mission forward, but they are being cut down. We need protection. So the guy, what was it, Darren Wilson, the guy who had shot Mike Brown, right?
Right.
One of the young guys, I think he was 23, 22.
Yeah,
he went to testify.
Heard about that.
He testified against him and said, yeah, he did. He was killed.
I heard about that.
He was killed.
Yeah.
So we got 6 people from that movement missing. One of the guys who was flipping off the police because they were angry from one of the, Arabic guy. Yeah. And he ended up dying from like fentanyl, OD. How we know somebody ain't put that? So what I'm saying
that's what I'm saying. We got
this stuff ain't no coincidence.
And shout out to the Sean Kings because I go to his page just to find out what's going on because one thing that
they tried to come for him not too long.
And one thing I'm seeing now, like all the stuff that we was fighting for 2 years ago with the Black Lives Matter, all those cops are getting acquitted. Nobody's talking about it.
All of them.
Nobody's talking. All of them.
They talking about it,
but not as much as R. Kelly and Jussie Smollett. That's what I'm saying. We got causes that we need way more attention. And we all we got,
I just think it's too much distraction out here, man. It's like we like a dog chasing a shiny object, man. You like the next thing. Okay, you ain't got done with this yet. Like
control.
It's just silly shit, man. And then the politicians know it, and so they want to get elected. And so now they'll throw a stupid,
story
crazy ass fucking. I'm gonna do this for you if you let me. That's not possible.
Oh yeah,
you can't do that. But
then they come to your
good
churches.
to us, so they roll. Just like I go back to what we were saying about the electoral college. You're not gonna fucking eliminate it.
And they come to your churches. It's not gonna
happen. And then
in a few weeks.
Online argue with you. Well, why not? It should be the popular vote.
Let's not go back to the people online there.
They come to your churches next week.
Hold on. I want to address this. I want to address. I ain't going back. I am not going back to nobody online. But I want to explain something. The reason why that you will never get rid of the electoral college, the reason why is the same reason why, say you got a class reunion, right? Everybody has a class reunion. And say part of your class is white and they like country, and part of them is religious now and they don't want to hear. But if the bulk of the people like fucking hip hop, they're gonna get outvoted every time. And so them two people gonna be ass out all the time. That's why you have an electoral college. Now I'm not saying it's the best system, but you ain't gonna go to no popular vote because one fucking group gonna win all the time. Whoever have the fucking numbers. And that's unfair to the other fucking groups. But that's what it is. So when, what her name is, the lady with the glasses and shit, she keeps saying she gonna do away with it. Don't listen to this fucking lady.
Right.
This lady can't fucking do that.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
That was the grumpy uncle.
Yeah.
We back.
And you found out, you saw how he got passionate about his topic.
Yeah.
He was looking at me like I was on a road.
Wellington was going.
He got passionate on his topic.
But we were talking
I just want to educate people, man.
On Nipsey topic,
man, because I
just want to educate people, man. Like some shit is stupid.
That's why we got the management, because management Negroes is one. Because we comedians, but we got a lot to talk about, and I think when you bring comedy and this truth, man, people will listen. And I just, like I said, it seemed like the theme of this has been like control.
The basis
controlling
of
our narrative.
A lot of anger. I mean, comedy is anger.
It's anger.
It's frustration.
It comes from an emotion.
What old boy say? To be a black man and be conscious in America is to be in a constant state of rage. James Baldwin.
Yeah, man.
So,
but I just feel like I said, man, we got too much stuff that we need to worry about.
So this theme, thus far about today's podcast has been control the narrative. And if you control the narrative, then you can put out the theme about us being positive. You get more things done when you control the narrative.
We control our narrative.
Yep.
So guess what we moving on to next?
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead and bring it up, brother, if you want to go ahead and bring it up on the next.
Surviving Cardi B?
Is this a Surviving Cardi B or what is this?
This topic, today's topic, the last topic we got?
What is it? I don't know which one we going with. We had two of them. We had the J.R. Smith and we had the
this
Cardi
topic
B.
is about if you working and you trying to survive this life, you do not have to commit, you do not have to live a life of crime.
So this is Surviving Cardi.
It's Surviving
Right, I had to bring it. I got to intro it in right. I got to intro this in right. In life, you are going to be pressured with all kinds of hardships, trials, and tribulations. You will find yourself backed in the corner like a fox against two snakes and a mongoose against a howling owl and a mongoose against a cobra. But the moment you decide to choose a life of crime, you have chosen the consequences that comes with it. And that is up to you whether you choose to survive Cardi B.
How long it take you to write that?
That was freestyle.
I will say this about the Surviving Cardi B. Because I saw your post, and I saw a lot of people post that they had Cardi B and Bill Cosby by each other. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like you could compare those two.
It's not the same thing, but they're both predators.
Yes,
they both predators.
Yes, make no mistake.
I mean, both of them wrong.
They both predators.
You're
a predator.
They're wrong, but they're predators.
Different degrees, but you're both predators.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
and that's what was making me mad about folks coming in there. You can't compare Bill. Shut your stupid ass up. This fucking bitch is a predator. Just like his ass is. Don't nobody get no goddamn pass. Don't nobody get no fucking pass. I don't give a fuck if you like to shake your fucking ass to her music. She's a goddamn predator. And then they're going to say, well, I don't feel sorry for no dude who get fucking stuff. Yep, I don't feel sorry for him. He be out there fucking with a prostitute, but I don't feel sorry for the prostitute either. Yeah. I don't feel sorry at all.
Let's be real. If she would have did that to the wrong one,
he would have fucking, it would have went bad.
Yeah. I agree. But like I said, as far as level, but what they would, as far as what people were trying to do, and compare, because it was some people trying to actually compare her to Bill. Like,
well, no, you can't do that.
And I'm like, you can't do that. Bill Cosby was a place of power. Now, yeah, Cardi B wasn't, even though that thing is powerful.
Yeah, where you think the whole prostitute game come from? A place of power. If you got the pussy, you got the power. You have to revere the pussy. It can give life and destroy lives. Yeah. You are coming from a position of power. All women are operate from a position of power. If you have what somebody's seeking.
Hey, man. Y'all women are very more powerful than y'all think. But she was in a place, but what I'm saying as far as position, it wasn't like I can change your life as far as career-wise.
Pussy do change lives.
That's a T-shirt. That's a shirt. That's a shirt.
It do though.
What's the shirt?
I just hate. You know what? I am not perfect. I have fucked up in my life royally, and I'm human, gonna fuck up some more. I just hate when people make excuses for give people a pass. Yeah. I'm not saying the woman shouldn't have no career, nothing like that, but she was a predator, and know what? She fucking admitted. Her dumb ass with her big mouth fucking said it.
Before she was famous.
You know what I'm saying? Give it down. She said it, so it came out of your mouth. You own it, and that's what it is.
And I have to agree with her what she said, as in the hip hop, the other cats, the rappers, male rappers talk about their past and don't really get get that kind of.
When did she say this?
She said it on her. She posted it on her IG.
No. When did she say the original statement?
3 years ago.
Once she on the show.
It was before that, but it was before what she had.
But now. She was on a show. Name me a male fucking rapper who would be on a fucking show and say, you know what, man, I used to get them hoes, man, drunk, and I go through.
Well, a man can't say that.
And
a man can't say that at all.
And a woman shouldn't be able to say it.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. She's a fucking predator.
A man can't say that. Because if it was a man, if somebody, if Kendrick Lamar or Jay or somebody would have said that, man, it would be a different story.
I'm so sick of this shit. If you take your fucking lumps, man, keep it moving, man. I mean, damn,
Hey, one of the main reasons.
But that thing is powerful, though.
I will say this. One of the main reasons she would never see a cage over that. She would never.
No. Okay. And I'm not advocating that.
Look, one of the main reasons, because ain't no man about to come out.
Somebody tried to.
Somebody tried to.
That was lying. He ain't gonna take it to the extent where he got to prove evidence. He got to prove what happened.
He
ain't take it to the police. He came out on a blog.
On the blog.
Coming out on the blog, you ain't trying to get justice. You trying to get exposure. He trying to get.
He said he couldn't say nothing because he had a fiance at the time, so he really.
And we all man.
He a lie.
We all man. We been around, especially me and you. We was in the Navy, so you know how it go. I mean, dudes get took all the time dealing with a ratchet ass yamp or a prostitute, and it's always funny. Yeah. But he flip it around, it ain't funny.
It ain't funny.
Right. But so once again, he wouldn't. How you gonna explain that to the police? Look, sir, officer, Cardi B had a $10 special. She was
they was both wrong.
You can't explain it to the sir. She was giving a special. I met her at the candy shop. And she was giving a special.
She said other shit though.
What did she say?
About fucking the dude, and she was mad at him. She
said if
transsexual or some shit.
It was an if.
Look. What if a dude said if? Because what she advocated was fucking rape. What if a dude said that?
You right.
Fuck out of here, man.
Say nothing about that.
Let them explain it to the police.
I like Cardi B.
Sir, it was $20 special.
You do,
40 strokes to hit the hot pocket.
I like Cardi B.
40 strokes. Let me hit the hot pocket.
I think it boils down that I like Cardi B.
The police would have arrested that man on site.
I like Cardi B.
I can't say I share that because I just don't get it. I don't listen to her music.
Well, I'm not gonna act like I'm.
You got Rhapsody out there. You got females.
Let me get it correct.
Hold on. Shout out to Rhapsody.
Rhapsody is dope.
Yeah.
Rhapsody.
You know what I'm saying? Dope. That's a nice
MC. But what I'm saying is, I'm not.
You ain't got to worry about Rhapsody drugging nobody.
I'm not a fan.
You ain't got to worry about Rhapsody robbing nobody.
I'm not a fan of like Cardi B music like that. I'm not. But I like her because this is why. I like her because one, she got famous of being herself, and what's happening is people want to put her in this role model position that she never asked for. You can't ask this girl to be a role model. She never asked for that. Y'all put her in this position, and she got there by just being who she was. That's it. She's being Cardi B.
Anybody at this table dislikes her. Likeness is not.
You ain't looked over here yet.
Oh, my bad. My bad. So you dislike her?
I don't get it.
Okay, but you don't dislike her though.
I don't. She ain't did nothing to me. I don't get it though.
Okay, no. The thing was, I said I don't think anybody at this table dislikes her. That's what I said. Do you dislike her?
I don't get it. I don't say. I'm not gonna say I dislike her. I just don't get it.
Okay. Well, I get in your vernacular. That's a good way of saying other things. I'm not gonna sit here and say
I don't get it.
I'm not gonna sit here and say what you're saying.
No. I'll be fucking transparent. I don't fucking get it.
But
how that shit there.
But do you like her as a person?
But now
I don't like her as a person because I don't fucking know her.
I mean, I'm just saying, like on the outside looking in.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, because I don't like motherfuckers who are loud and shit around me. As I get older, that motherfuckers annoy me. I like peace and harmony around me. All that shut get the fuck away from me. I don't like that shit.
Hey.
What they do? I don't like all that shit, all that guys. Get the fuck out of here with that goddamn shit. I don't want to hear that shit. In my personal life, I just don't like over the top people. It aggravates me.
The reason I asked that because you kept bringing up whether he liked her or not, but that wasn't on trial. Likeness wasn't on trial. We was talking about her drugging and robbing people. And you kept going, but I like her. So you would have been robbed.
Well, a lot of people like, I'm in the minority.
No,
I'm in the minority.
You would have been robbed. Because every time he said she drugs and rob people, he's like, but I like her. Your money, your pants would have been by your ankles.
She probably would have got all
a trans.
Let's be honest.
Not all nigga.
Let's be honest.
That
man.
purple ass.
Man, let's be honest.
I ain't paying for that ass.
Man,
I ain't paying for nothing that looks
fake.
like Grimace done hit it from the back 10 times.
I'm not gonna. You can't sit up here and tell me if Cardi B came up to you and wanted to and holler at you and give you something, you wouldn't go and take it.
That's not on trial here. That's not on trial. What's on trial? She was drugging and robbing people, and every time he said that, you said, I like her.
I just like her as a person.
So he wasn't talking about that. But you kept going back, I like her though.
Because I was
You are the Captain Save-A-Hole that the community needs to get rid of. Every time I turn around, you niggas are
most
out
people like her though.
What I'm saying is I found myself taking up for her, and I had to realize
like that.
I'm taking up for her because I like her as a person. So I'm acknowledging that. I'm acknowledging that. Hey, well, you can't compare to this and do that because I like her as a person.
You are what Project Pack was talking about. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Yeah. But I like her though. She don't want to be saved. But please, whatever.
Whatever, man. I like her because she just being herself, man.
I don't not like her. I think she
didn't ask for it, Marvin.
I'm gonna be honest.
You know what I'm saying?
She didn't.
She didn't ask for this. That's what I'm saying.
Love train wrecks. As a whole generation of women who've been raised up watching Cardi B on Love and Hip Hop, throw drinks on people and fighting her and her sister and Nene Leak and all that. They was raised on that shit. So it's a whole generation of fucking little women who act like that and think that shit is cool, and we do too. Is we numb to it. We numb to that shit. That's not how regular women of color with respect for themselves act. I don't give a fuck. Take it how you want to take it. That's not how they fucking act. And they have put that shit out on fucking reality TV to make it seem like that's how all women of color act, and they don't.
We got some clips today, baby.
They don't.
He talking to you, dog.
That's not how.
Talking that fucking camera. They don't.
Yeah, he looking at the camera, but he talking to you, dog. Your kind.
I'm just saying, man. We have made that shit cool, man, for motherfuckers to act like that out of fucking control. When that used to be some shit that was not desirable.
All right, so I would say this. Not that I don't dislike her. I think her come up outside of robbing niggas, outside of drugging niggas, having them wake up with their pants around their ankles and pocket money gone. This man got up and said he couldn't even pay his son's private school.
I can't feel sorry for him though. I
don't feel sorry for him, but I don't feel sorry for her either.
You know,
you both grimy. You both in the shit.
I can't feel sorry for a dude
feel sorry for her.
got for buying some.
So now here's the thing though. Do you guys highlight on your page the women that are doing great things for
controlling that narrative? Going back to that.
Dude, are y'all guys? Could y'all? Yeah. When was the last time y'all posted something?
It's a comedy page, but I do highlight shit when it come across. If it strikes me, yeah,
I fucks with that. Man.
We know we may start doing it with the
because I actually did video. Praising all the black queens that are moving, that are actually doing things. The ones that had shows like what's the name? Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I did a video telling normal women to keep their head up. because there's a movement out here to make you feel like you got to be some ratchet ass skank to get men and get attention. And trust and believe people like myself and there's men out here who prize you for carrying yourself with dignity and respect. Yeah. And if you're a young woman and you see all these IG motherfuckers on here, all on beaches and shores and shit with drinks,
they ain't pay for.
They
use somebody else's debit
cash apped from strangers to come on a trip to get fucked. To get fucked, and then when he ain't got no use for you, you on your own on the island. You can go around and take your fucking selfies and shit like that. These motherfuckers ain't goddamn. Everybody online ain't living the fucking life you think they living.
They not.
No, they're not.
Young women, stop looking at these motherfuckers.
That's across the board. That's comedy, music.
Why you talking about that? You know what's crazy? Mm-hmm. Y'all heard about the Sherman twins? Was it Sherman twins? Sherman Clement? The girls at the twins.
I don't even
All right, one of them just got a year in prison or jail, whichever one, year in prison, for fraud. Her excuse was she was trying, because she was from the Bad Girls Club. Her excuse was I was trying to maintain a life that I had or a public perception of my image. Bitch, you can't look when they put JT from City Girls in jail. Good, you out here frauding. If you ain't got the money, don't try to hit the studio. Nigga, Popeyes always got extra positions open.
Right. You right.
Church's Chicken always got extra positions. The Dollar Theater, the movie theater, always got extra positions.
Because it's a lot of
stop committing
it's a lot
credit
of
card
dope.
fraud. Because when they whoop your ass and throw your ass in jail, I ain't saying free JT. I'm saying keep JT.
But going back to what we've been saying, and like I said, the undertone of this podcast is we it's a lot of dope women MCs and males that we don't even know about because of the Cardi B's.
Yeah. Well, now we can't necessarily blame them for that.
I'm not saying we're not blaming them, but
we
can control it.
If you can know Kendrick, if you can know a J. Cole, if you can know these other top tier artists,
but we can control it.
I blame the record companies.
Yeah, I mean, we know the record company is there to push. That's why we're thankful for platforms like Instagram and Facebook,
pushing mindless bullshit.
Because at the end of the day, now you have the opportunity to grow yourself. Yeah. You have the opportunity to push your own narrative. You have the opportunity to do what it is that you want the community to do.
Help. The network and the creators of reality TV is to blame too.
And guess what? They're being forced out of position. They're being forced.
Scott is a fucking force to be reckoned with. Yeah. She ain't being forced out of shit. Look at all this goddamn bullshit. Bucket of booty holes. All that goddamn bullshit.
So what would you suggest we replace love and hip hop with?
I don't give a fuck. Price is Right. Bring it back. I don't give a fuck. Take that shit out there.
Well, y'all took Cosby Show off.
You know what the fuck?
And all that,
and all the positive shit. When they had Sinbad had a reality show out. They get no rating. It was positive. Nobody want to see nothing positive. Nobody want to see nothing positive.
A Cosby Show or a different world wouldn't even make it in this time.
Blackish is doing well.
Blackish is doing very well.
Insecure.
So people want to see it. The networks are not pushing for it. Period.
Oh, my bad.
See, they've been wanting to, like Living Single. All those shows that came out were doing outstanding numbers. Matter of fact, all those shows that came out actually built those networks up, and then they stripped them and replaced them with white TV shows. Ain't nobody trying to see this shit. So we built networks up, and then they stripped them.
And it started with MTV. It started with MTV with that Real World mess. That's what it started with. But what I'm saying is, as black people, if we will control the narrative, if we will watch Black, if we will watch Lil Rel, if we'll make sure we watch these black shows.
We can't sit here and act like people haven't been trying to control the narrative, because that's why Living Single was out. That's why Family Matters was out.
But I'm saying, what's going on now?
They stripped it out. That was intentional. When they stripped
what happened
the
to the WB and
they sold that platform. They replaced it with
we wasn't watching.
We built that Steve Harvey show. What's the other shows that used to come on? Built at the Mo.
So are you saying? But what I'm asking you is, are you saying they stopped it because they just stopped it, or because ratings are going down?
They used us to build their platforms, and then they replaced
TV's going
us.
away now, though.
I mean, I get that
because we wasn't watching.
Man, look. Acknowledge what's acknowledged, nigga.
I'm just saying we got to watch
to build their platforms up, and then they sold it to white TV series.
Bob Johnson should have never sold.
I think he should have never sold that shit ever. But guess who recently fought for us? Byron Allen is
but this is what
recently
I'm saying,
fighting
Wellington.
against. He's suing Comcast and all them for
But this is what I'm
not.
saying. If we don't watch this mess,
We
then
don't
they
watch
can't-
it.
Who?
We don't watch it.
Who? Love and hip hop.
That's
and-
what I'm
saying.
Oh, my bad. I thought y'all
shit,
was
that's
talking
the most
about
high-rated
shows
shit
that
on
they
TV.
put
I'm talking
Like, ain't
about-
nobody watching Tim Allen.
No, that's what I'm
Nobody
saying.
watching no goddamn Step by Step?
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about our black shows. That's all. I don't care about no
They not-
Roseanne.
Do you
I don't care about them.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
But I want you to make
Byron Allen recently sued Comcast and Al Sharpton for them not including black-owned networks or series in the $7 billion geek payout to shows. He's suing them for that because they did it purposely. Who is it? 11 white people sit at the board when it comes to making decisions for these shows and who they're going to pay for. One guy actually questioned Byron Allen and said, "Why are you pushing for black ownership?" And he said, "Because I don't want them to control the narrative that my kids see."
Right.
He said, "How would you feel if it was all black people that sat at the board of Comcast and decided which shows would be greenlit?" They are giving no money. They have excluded us. So he's suing them on the basis for economic exclusion.
Okay.
That was meant to support the slaves when they got freed. What was it, 1865? When they got freed, it was meant to give them something. They had to include them on economic basis so
Shout
they
out
could
to
have
Byron
something.
Allen, man.
Man,
Shout out.
Byron Allen
that's
is
dope.
huge.
But I'm saying if we
So-
don't watch and we support and we watch,
What I
the
am
television that is pushing black people. Shoot, you got Bounce TV. That's black owned.
Yeah.
Well, They showing a lot of reruns.
Shout out to Bounce TV.
I mean, you got Bounce TV.
You got
shows
Bounce
on
TV.
there
You got
and
TV One.
And rerun.
TV One is black owned.
What I am saying is that
You know
there
what
is
I'm saying?
somebody out there fighting. So it's good that we acknowledge those who are fighting those fights. Because like I said, a lot of us are fighting those
TV
fights.
going away.
Yeah, TV going away.
Going away in 5
I'll be
years.
on my phone most of the time.
Yep.
I'm streaming stuff.
I'll be on road traveling. I go in the hotel.
Netflix
I
is
don't even
helping.
turn TV on.
People
Netflix.
are watching convenience. People want to watch stuff when they want to.
Right.
And that's why you put the whole series on whatever. Now, the main reason TV is still there is for those ads. Them niggas is trying to push them ads back. And that's all BT is an ad space.
Yeah.
Man, BET will show you 29 fucking commercials in 15 minutes, man.
Yo, BT is an ad space owned by Viacom. They really are not about that programming. They don't give a nigga. You watching ads with a little bit.
From
the
what I heard,
movies-
they had some stuff coming. Like they
so they got Boomerang out there.
Boomerang. I think that.
But
the,
they're
the
using
Soul Train that's
Is that still on?
It's supposed to be. I thought it was just gonna be one. It's a series.
Yeah.
Wait, what's so?
Soul Train series.
Train.
I don't know if it's
Who's the host?
no. It's a show.
No, it's a show. It's a movie.
It ain't even a movie.
Well,
Oh, Soul Train series.
series.
Okay,
Soul Train
yeah.
series. I don't know if is it still. I don't know if it's still going or not. It may be done.
But like most people don't know whether the program is still running if it ain't something.
Could we be on our phone?
Anyway, man. So, but yeah. So we.
So once again, salute to everybody that's
Salute
watching this
everybody,
right now.
We
Byron
appreciate y'all,
Allen
man.
is huge. He has done a great thing. When I get a chance, I'm shaking that man's hand because I appreciate what he did. He actually threw Obama's name in that thing too because Obama had the power to green light the economic exclusion,
Yeah.
and he didn't.
We just living in a crazy ass world, man.
Yeah.
I don't
We
know.
living. Hey, remember, y'all make this thing what y'all want it to be.
Yeah. All right,
And
man.
let's change the narrative.
Let's change the
together.
narrative. Control our narrative.
Control the narrative.
I'm gonna hit the bell. We're gonna wrap this thing up, man. This was dope.
And if
So,
anybody know what the hell that say on the gong,
yeah, if you know what that say, help us because we don't know at all. We may
Kung
put
Pao
it,
chicken or some
put
shit.
that junk. Zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in on it so you can kind of see because they could be saying. It could be talking about us. They use about this thing.
Eat more cat.
Eat more. Eat more kitty cooter.
That what Carter B said.
This might be saying drug and rob him. She said the only reason she said I didn't come out with a song glorifying it. Well, that's how it would have been more palatable. Yeah, I be drugging and robbing, drugging and robbing, drugging and robbing,
See, that's
drugging
the table.
and
You
robbing.
can't
And I will
hide it.
take your cheese,
camera.
leave your pants to your knees, drugging and robbing,
To your
drugging
knees.
and robbing.
All right, man. Listen, man. Appreciate y'all again for tuning in to the Unmanageable Negro
UN podcast.
Listen, share, man. Share. Tell somebody about it. Subscribe.
We ain't even look.
Make sure you follow each one of us. Alton Walker Show.
Comedian Marvin H.
Wellington Ojukwu, Wellington OJUKWU. Follow us.
Yes, sir.
We need your feedback, man.
Need your feedback.
We're trying to attract like minds, man.
Yeah.
We get 3 different personalities up here. Let us know what you think, man.
Well, let's know what you think, man. Unmanageable Negro.
You in.
You win. Difficult to manipulate or control.
God damn it. Free thinkers is in this building.
We out, baby.
Free thinkers. Great job, guys. Great job, guys.